Hello, viewers. Sriram here with Sandeep, who cleared PMP recently. So this Sunday is a busy Sunday. We have a bunch of people cleared. Not Sunday, they cleared a few days back. Even today, many people cleared. Those interviews going to come in a couple of days. But again, how many number of interview comes in? We always see every interview as a unique one because each one has their ups and downs. Each one is a unique story to listen. So in that order, we have Sandeep here. First, congratulations, Sandeep, for this wonderful achievement.
Thanks, Sriram. Thank you so much.
Right. Quickly, we'll see a certificate and come back. Here it is, Sandeep certificate. Sandeep is so excited, emotionally connected with the certificate. Tell me, Sandeep, how many times you've seen the certificate so far?
Okay, so n number of times, Sriram, definitely, because this is like a dream come true moment for me. Because as I mentioned in my post, it is two years of hard work, dedication, and commitment.
Okay.
From people across. Because every time, whenever and whatever I see, next would be like, okay, so I have to clear my PMP. So when is that I'm going to do it? So it is like connected with each and everything. So whenever I see this certificate, it's something that which I wanted for quite a long time. Yes.
Nice to know. Nice to know. Great. And you are a project lead in one of the top companies in the world.
Yes.
Right. So in this nature of job, I know you are in a good company already. You are in a good position already. When you are in some comfort place, your brain may not think what to do next. So how come this thought process of you have to upskill yourself in management came to you?
Okay, so it is like I was not a very bright student and all during my school days or college days. It was like either from my parents or from my peer groups. Okay, whatever they did, okay, I'll study that. I'll enroll it and I'll do it. So that is how it has been. And when I got into my career, right from my first company and all, I always wanted to do something little different so that I could showcase myself, and also I could climb up the ladder, so I get the identity. And that's how I got a job in Bosch way back in 2014. I started working over there, and
nearly more than 7 years you're there. Nearly 6-7
yes,
years. Okay.
Yes,
nice.
exactly.
Being in a top company for a long time is a good basement. Nice.
Yes. So as people say, it's one of their dream company and all. So I was also like that, and I wanted to do something for myself, and because work-life balance here, it's exceptionally good here with Robert Bosch. So I wanted to utilize this, and also I wanted to add a certification for myself. So I was just surfing through the internet, and I got to know, okay, project management is something that is one of the hard certification to clear. And that's how the spark came in.
So, you know, from the Bosch, every other batch, we get some people getting certified. So it's something like, I think we have many people PMP certified there. You may see some people qualified in that circle. That's also can be a motivation for other person to think, oh, why shouldn't I also go there? Nice to know. Great, all good. And I know the spark happened, you kickstarted, reading habits happened. Reading habits is not a straight line, up, down, right?
Yes.
How you balance yourself up, down?
Yes, Sriram, initially it was slightly difficult because when people say that, okay, you have to start off with PMBOK and then move to a few other books to get the essence of what project management is. When we open PMBOK, it's quite difficult where nothing could be understood. It's quite dry, and you don't know where the start is, where the end is, and where you get the point of understanding itself. So initially it was slightly difficult, and as days went on, I started to dodge. Okay, let me study tomorrow. Let me study next week. Monday, definitely I'll study this. No auspicious day. definitely study. And I got a guilt feeling also. Okay, what is that I'm doing? I wanted to clear this examination. I enrolled myself. I paid the fees, everything. So why am I dodging? So that's when I started to realize that I'm literally dodging. So no, I shouldn't be doing it. And again, I spoke to a few other people and with you, and I got to know, okay, so let's start with Rita and understand with the flow. And as you said, the first few chapters where I started off with communication stakeholder and few other chapters. So I get the basics from that, and I started correlating with it with integration, scope, schedule, cost, and all. So once when the second half of the 5 chapters, when you're strong, then probably you could relate it with the first 5 chapters. So that's how I did it.
Right.
And I got the hold of it. And once when I started getting the hold of it, I blocked the exam dates. And I even more got interested, and also there was like a motivation. Every time whenever I talk to you, you give some inputs, and Rahul's questions every day, 10+1 questions. So all these like were motivation. So in the journey of PMP, where you people were a real backbone and successful, people around us, where we tend to see a lot of success stories and all. So that's again a different way of motivation. Sometimes I got tears in my eyes also when people say that the joy how they had, okay, when they saw the exam screen where they've cleared. Okay, I would be wondering, okay, this is how I would also be feeling. So once when you start feeling that kind of a feeling, then definitely no looking back. So definitely you are struck to the goal what you wanted. So that's something which I did. These are like preparations which I did.
Good, nice to see that. I can get your emotional connect.
Yes,
That's
yes.
I know that's really interesting. Good, and you went for a center-based exam?
Yes, the center here in Coimbatore, I enrolled, and the center was really beautiful.
Beautiful, all good. Security check is all happening, and I mean the system is good. I mean, I think they have a proper infrastructure there.
Yes, that it was a very drafted infrastructure, and people they were very much supporting. And they said, okay, whenever you are ready, please let us know. We'll launch the exam for you.
Perfect.
So everything was in place on that particular day.
Nice. That was your day.
Yes, definitely. Because it doesn't, success doesn't come easy. Okay, so you have to put in your 100% hard work, dedication, commitment, and people like you around where they give the supporting hand. Then it's that day is yours. Definitely. I still remember the message in the morning. It's your day. You rock it. So that again gave a lot of confidence as well, because that's I personally felt it, because if you're not 100% committed, if you're not giving your 100%, then definitely result is it's somewhere far away from you.
There is a 4-letter word, right? We keep talking.
Love. Yes, definitely. And I also started falling in love with project management once when I started getting the essence of it and how it has been implied across the market. And
Nice.
right, because it's not so easy. It's, starting from initiation to planning, execution, monitoring, controlling, closure, everything, all the knowledge areas plays a major role. So I started liking it so much where I have to even more know more about project management and upskill my career as well.
Look at the passion, it's going high. Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Great. So how the exam time management happened for you? Are you able to do within 230 minutes?
Okay, so again, your input like 90, 90, 60, 60, and I was like, for the first 60, I had a lot of match the following. So 5 to 6 questions in my first 60, where each question took close to 3 to 4 minutes, because when you look at the answer, then you see, okay, what is the correct question for it, and you just drag and drop it here. For me,
Right.
it was the first few match the followings were more of time consuming, and I took somewhere around 120 or 130 minutes for my first 60. Yeah, and for the next 60 and the last 60, it was very close. It was like only 61 minutes I had for my next 60, and for the last 60, I just had 59 minutes.
Wow.
And for my last 180th question, it was like 20 seconds.
Ah, man, you counted right. Check.
Yes, exactly. And it was like 0007. I clicked the answer, and I didn't wait. I just let the system and the time.
Automatically. Okay, you gave 7
Yes.
seconds back to PMI.
Yes.
Say, PMI, enjoy, man. 7 seconds for you.
And I was like holding my nerve. Okay, so what would be the result?
Oh, yeah.
And,
Are you confident that you will get the certificate there, or you had that last 7 seconds, your heartbeat was pretty heavy?
it was like 70-30. I was 70% confident by answering the questions, and it was 70-30, but 30% was like a feeling, okay, so what might have the answers.
Do you know that what result will come there? It will be a pass, it will be a congratulations. What will come there? Are you aware of it?
My gut feeling was like, okay, so definitely I would pass, but
Pass
then
and congratulations will come. Okay.
Congratulations would come. Yes.
Nice, really good. Great, nice, good to hear this. Interesting, and I'm sure you felt a little emotional there when you saw the certificate.
Yes, definitely, because I was just pushing the person to. It was just for a few seconds that congratulations message, and after that, I was like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was just looking, blinking, and finally it went off. And I went out and I asked whether I've passed. I don't know what the result was. The coordinator was like, please wait, don't rush. Please wait, we'll download the certificate for you. And he came to my system and asked me a few questions. What is that? Would you like to give a feedback? And I was like, please give me my certification. I wanted to see the pass score, pass word at least. And would you like to give? He asked. No. I said no. I don't want to. Please give me the printout. I would like to see. And I gave no, and I just went. And he was like waiting, and on. I was like, even now, I think I could relate that incident. I was waiting, and he came out finally, and he said, "You have to wait for some time, because the the result wouldn't come immediately. You have to wait for some time." And I was just waiting, and finally he said, "It is coming. Yeah, it will come. You wait. If you want to go to the restroom or have some water."
Nothing. Show me the result.
No, nothing. You just show me the paper. I was just waiting, and finally he gave me, and he gave me like this. Here's your paper. Yeah.
The hospital, they give a baby to show.
Yes. He gave me, and he said, congratulations, all the very best. Finally you have achieved, because people have a hard time. They come without a smiling face, all tensed and all. And finally, when they go, it's all happy faces. So I'm happy to see you this way, learn more. And
PMP exam, if you do in the age of 2021, it's different, because we are being supported by family. We know what we are. But when you do at the age of 30 and 40, you have your own family. or maybe going to form a family. And you have a lot of pressures when you come here. I see many people come classes, they're already into some trouble, either in the corporate life or a family life. On top of that, they're doing this. That's the reason this certificate is pretty more emotional. If not, if you do in the age of 18 or 19, you will be just like that, do that. Whereas when it comes at that age, if someone thinks PMP mind, why it's craze, you have to do that at the age of 30 and 50 and 45. Then you know that with all the pressure, you have to squeeze some time for yourself, sit and read and clear it. It's not easy. So as you say rightly, people feel emotional because of that reason, that out of all last 20 years or 15 years of academics, now I found I have the capability. Right.
Yes,
so
exactly.
that's quite interesting. Quite interesting. Right. How do you want to give credit to your family?
So they were like very supportive, everyone. Whenever I go for a mock, they said, okay, 4 hours, you're gone inside.
Come out.
we can't see you. So that's how it is. And even I heard a few words, like I was like struck to something where my face was not so bright and all. And people used to say that you're struck to something, and until and unless you don't complete it, you're not a normal person.
Yeah.
So somehow back of the mind, this is what is like always struck to. So a lot of support from people across, and even from the WhatsApp group, what is there. So a lot of people supporting, and a lot of success stories I saw, and got a crux of it, and how people tackle the questions, and how they read the 10 questions, and what is the input that is for their next day and all. Right. So a lot of inputs from people and from the family also. And so without these people, definitely this wouldn't have been possible.
Nice. Happy to see that you're giving credit back to family, because yes. I keep telling that family is a backbone which supports us forward. Perfect.
Definitely.
Great. I'm so happy. Viewers, give your likes and comments for Sandeep for his wonderful achievement, because we know that it didn't come easily. It came from ups and downs. A lot happened because you do have a lot of office stuff happening around. So now tell something about the tips you want to give to people who are preparing for exam. Anything you want to give?
Okay, so tips, like there are a lot of things which I would like to give, because there is a WhatsApp group within the organization. Also, one person took up the PMP exam yesterday. I gave some inputs, because I put a message over there that I cleared on Tuesday, and he called me on Tuesday evening and asked me, okay, Sandeep, how do we do it, and what are the questions? Should I read safe and all? And Scrum of Scrum, how do we handle it and all? And I told him, no, the safe questions and all are not there. You please stick with hybrid, agile, iterative, incremental, and somewhat of waterfall. So he finally cleared, and he put a message saying, yesterday he cleared, and he sent a message, Sandeep, the last minute discussion with you was really helpful. And nice. I would like to thank you. He put. Nice. So for the organization where gave me a lot of input, so I'd like to give it back to them, that what I would recommend is 60-40 is the ratio. So 60% of hybrid questions, and 20% of agile, and 20% of waterfall. In this 20% of agile, it's like combination of iterative, incremental, and agile, and 20% with waterfall. So it is like the questions might be a little tricky, where what do you do with the change control board, with the waterfall, and with the agile, what you do. So like this, there would be some tip in the question. So like this, I studied, and you have to be very confident on your servant leadership, and what is the role of a project manager. And I struck only with Rita's 10th edition and Agile Practice Guide. I did not even read Pinbock. So with Rita 10th edition and Agile Practice Guide and the study hall mocks and ShriLearning mocks, I took somewhere around 2 study hall mocks, 15 questions of the study hall, the daily 15 questions, and Rahul's 10 questions, 10 plus 1. So I prepare every day. So it is like 35 questions per day I took.
Very good.
And by at least 2 weeks once, I try to take one full mock.
Very good.
So ShriLearnings, it's like 3 to 4 mocks I took, and study hall 2 mocks I took. So it is like this is how I prepared. So be confident in the questions whenever. If you're not understanding the question, please read the options which is given. Definitely you'll understand the question at least. So this trick helped me for clearing 2 to 3 questions, because sometimes you don't get the crux of what they're trying to tell you. So you read the option, definitely you'll understand the question. Right. And one thing what I felt is either for the first 60 or the second 60 or the last 60, there might be a pressure. I mean, the questions might be little vague and all, where it is to understand whether you are able to handle the pressure. So don't get stressed. Take your time. 6 to 7 questions, I felt the pressure, and slowly I took a break, took a deep breath, and told myself, no, I shouldn't be taking this pressure. I'm here to clear it. So definitely I'll do it. So you take the deep breath and start attacking the questions, and be sure on the echo content. So people, process, business environment, again, that, as you said, all the points under each area. So definitely this would help you to crack few questions in your exam. So that's the point which I did. This I just wanted to mention it here, Sriram. So this is my second attempt. I gave my first attempt in December 2020, before the pattern got changed. So I somehow wanted to clear it, because I was not sure. Okay, in 2021, people said, okay, there are a lot of agile topics and all. It would be even more difficult. It's better we clear it with the waterfall itself. And I was like, I prepared. I don't know, somewhere I now relate. I was not 100% sure at that time. So that was the reason why I was not able to clear. And this time there was a lot of, I mean, in January, I took a break. So I wanted to come out of that pressure. So I took a break, and from February onwards, even I remember now, I sent a message to you in LinkedIn to understand how do we enroll it during the COVID time. You said it's happening through online session and all. So March I enrolled, March, April, May. June, July, I fully gave time towards the preparation of mock and all. And I remember one speech by Steve Jobs in Cambridge University, where he talks about connecting the dots in life. So now when I sit and realize the failure itself is it's a lesson, because if I had striked it the first time, I wouldn't have got a good mental IQ, and ShriLearning, Rahul, and people who post questions on LinkedIn and all. So definitely now when I sit and think, definitely it was a good failure, because now I seriously understand what project management is, and I got to know how it has to be approached, and what are the things are required if you have to be become a real project manager. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you from bottom of my heart, Rahul, and the people under ShriLearning who work tremendously, because without it could be like you just gave the session and it's done from your side. You could have been like that, but it's not like that. It is like each and everything you take it into account, and it's like you take how the school teachers do during our schools, right? Report card. It's not a report card here, but it's some sort of a feeling like that, where Saturday at 3:30, I make up my mind, and definitely I should take these questions every week. And Agile also, I make Sunday, I make myself free and attend the questions. Few weeks I've missed, but then somewhere I thought, okay, at least for this person, I should clear my PMP. So that's how I felt. And
There is a motivation.
Yes, definitely. Without the motivation, you can't do anything. You have been a biggest motivation for many of them. For me, definitely. And Rahul is another person. Every time I also asked him whether there is a sunset for you and sunrise, Rahul, for you, because every time I message you are with that enthusiasm. I've asked him some stupid questions and all. He's like, no, sir, this, sir, that, sir. He's so very polite, and whatever you ask him, he'll answer you. And also the LinkedIn posts, what people do and all. So that again, it's like every time these are like stones where you have to go, and finally you get the certification. So that's how ShriRam was.
Good. Nice to hear all the tips and the credit given back to the team. Appreciate it. I really like the way you had a very systematic approach and connecting the dots, and you didn't take as a failure as a end, right?
No.
You took it as a lessons learned, man, which can help you.
Because if you think that as a failure, then you wouldn't have moved from that point. You most of the people learn from their failures, and I am one amongst them. So definitely failure makes the person better. So that's how I learned.
That's right. I like that. Super, great, Sandeep. And I think you made the Sunday really beautiful. Let this video inspire more number of people. And sure. I'm sure many is going to reach you. Give me some tips how to do this stuff.
Definitely, I'm open anytime. People can reach out to me, and definitely I'll be able to give my inputs, because the happiness what I'm enjoying should be enjoyed by people who are preparing for PMP exam. So I'm anytime open to give my suggestion or inputs to people who are preparing.
Nice. I like this openness to help. This is one thing I found in our community. I mean, the PMP community here, and they help each other. So
yes,
they don't take it personal that, okay, I cleared, I should keep quiet. No, they keep helping other people. And that's a good nature. I like that part.
There was one person named Santosh. I have to name him also. And one person, Vinod from US. He sent a screenshot to me for the time also. Sandeep, this is the right time. This is the good time on that particular day. 7:45 to 8:45, you leave from your house. So
look at like this helping nature.
Yes, and Santosh, the one question which is being posed by Rahul, every time I ask him, Santosh, this is the right answer. Is it correct? My prediction is correct. Because at that time, I did not read the Agile practice guide. So he was also very helpful, and he gave a lot of input. So a lot of people in the community are really helping a lot. And one person named Sushma and all, I asked her before 2 days of my exam, she cleared, and I asked her how was the exam. She gave a lot of inputs. So like this, I reached out to a lot of people. They gave inputs. There are people who are helping a lot, and I would like to be one amongst them. Whoever reaches to me, definitely I'll be able to
this wonderful service. Yeah, please doing the wonderful service. I appreciate that.
Thanks, ShriRam.
Super, great, Sandeep. I think it's really interesting talking to you, listening to you. So polite, humble person you are. Keep rocking more and
My
keep winning.
pleasure, Sriram. My pleasure.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Wishing everyone all the very best to clear the PMP exam. And this is just my beginning. I will be back with ShriLearning for another certification because I like the passion and the commitment what you show and that is showed by the team. So
nice. Good to know. I like that dialogue. I'll be back.
yes, definitely I'll be back. This is just the beginning. As I said, I want to learn and I have to prove it to myself
Right.
that I am also able to do it.
Very good. I think it gives a lot of self-confidence now, right? That's
Yes.
an important point. Fantastic. Super. Great. Keep locking. All the best. And viewers, I'm sure you enjoyed this video. Good wishes for your success as well. And give all your congratulations to Mr. Sandeep PMP.
Thanks,
Sandeep.
Sriram. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.